Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Lynx against the New York Liberty. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Soon, and it's good to have you with us. Shot is good by Ionescu. As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
5 on the clock. Now here's Carrington. She's guarded by Hayes, and it's Carrington missing. And here's Ionescu. Pass to Howard. Back to Ionescu. It's stolen by Carrington. Yep, count it.
Look at Carrington using her agility inside and using it to get to a point-blank shot.
Now here's Howard. She's covered by Ogumake. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
Pass to Carrington. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ogumake, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Standing at 6'2", Ogumake isn't a tree inside, but she is as good of a leaper as you'll see. That really helps her finish.
Now here is Hayes. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. That's in. She's got 2 made now, and she's shooting 2 for 3.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Vandersloot right side. Pass to Ogumake. Over Howard. Another one falls for Minnesota.
And the offense, 3 of 4. A solid start to the game, if I say so myself.
On offense, here the Liberty. Well, there's not much debate in terms of the best passer in WNBA history. It's Courtney Vandersloot without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could say that again. You know, she has the best career average by far in league history. Vandersloot won 6 straight assist titles. Courtney is just a magician out there on the floor.
And it's Carrington missing.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Here's Hahn. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
When Shu gets this type of positioning in the paint, good luck. At her size, she's impossible to stop inside.
Pass to Carrington. Three-pointer. New York with the rebound.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Vandersloot defending. Outside Hayes. And it's off from three-point range. The Lynx trailing. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Carrington. On the wing, Neko Ogumake. Baseline J on the way. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. Now Ionescu. 6 points for her. Outside Stevens. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Now here's Jones. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Vandersloot outside. Shoots a 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
I love when Vandersloot lets it fly without hesitating. This is where she's most dangerous.
Outside Hayes. Ionescu. Her second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Now here's Carrington. She's guarded by Stevens. Vandersloot outside. The 3 is up. And the Lynx, another 3.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here is Stevens. Here's Ionescu. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. It's going to go on Courtney Vandersloot. And for Sabrina Ionescu, her three-point shooting took a massive leap in year 4.
Well, you know, it's something Ionescu has worked very hard on. You look at her first 3 years in the league, she shot just 33% from deep. But year 4, that percentage shot up to 45%, and it was on major volume. Sabrina leading the WNBA in three-pointers made.
And the first one falls for her. Well, back in the early 2010s, the Lynx went on one of the best runs we've ever seen.
And forget, WNBA, we're talking one of the best runs in American pro sports history. From 2011 to 2017, 4 titles, 6 final appearances, sustained excellence we haven't seen since.
And so she makes both from the line. And here at the midway point of the season, what would you say the priority is for teams with title aspirations?
That's a good question. Seeding, I don't think it's that important ever since the league ditched the single elimination games, and they don't have first-round buys anymore. But getting home court advantage, that's still the goal.
And aside from seeding, you want to have your lineups figured out. You got to know who works well together and who you want closing games.
Now here is Howard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
And even against stiff interior defense, Howard stays committed. She never even thought about giving up on the play.
Pass to Jones. Back Benley. She's covered by Hahn. The pick by Jones. Here's Vandersloot. Ogumake inside. Howard's there. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for the three-point play. Going to the line for 1. When it comes to Nneka Ogumake, is it fair to say that she's one of the league's most reliable scorers?
Oh, no question. During her 15 seasons in the WNBA, she's averaged more than double-digit points per game every year, and there's no signs of slowing down anytime soon.
And with how great she's been for over a decade now, it kind of feels like Nneka Ogumake is underrated.
I agree with that 100%. She's finished top 10 in MVP voting the last 2 years. Is basically the textbook stretch big. And Nneka's done incredible work off the floor with the Players Association.
Hayes, covered by Carrington. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, when Howard is knocking down threes, Ryan is unguardable.
Vandersloot outside. Carrington. And again, no good by Minnesota. Outside Hayes. Pass to Hahn. And that misses. That would have put them up. Here's Burrell. She's guarded by Alaman. Now here's Vandersloot. And here's Carrington. Picked by Ogumake. Here's Bagbenle. It's good from long range.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here's Alaman. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Stevens with it. Ogumake's there. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. And Brian, teams always benefit from having a reliable veteran around, and Azurá Stevens definitely fits that mold.
Yeah, a seasoned player who has won a championship. Stevens knows what it takes to win at the highest level, and she can set the tone on the floor for her younger teammates.
And she makes the first. She's perfect from the line this time. The Lynx with the lead.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Pass to Caldwell. Ogumake outside. Launches it. The rebound by the Liberty. Here's Zandalasini. Inside. Here's Howard. Score it. Her 3rd straight basket in 3 attempts.
With good size for the guard position, Ryan Howard is able to use that size to stretch the floor.
Johannes. She's guarded by Alaman. And here's Johannes. Ogumake outside. 6 on the shot clock. Johannes. From past the arc. Good on the triple. Alaman with it. Pass to Stevens. Shot clock at 6. Howard with the ball. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the Liberty good for 2.
And that keeps her at 100% from the field this quarter.
And here are the Lynx now. And here's Caldwell. Guarded by Howard. Now Ogumake. Over Harrison. Turner with the ball. It's hauled in by Harrison. Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential. Pass to Stevens. Howard with the ball. Now here's Alaman. Here's Harrison. He can't get it to go. We're at the end of 1 in a close game so far. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the 2nd quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a tight one here as the 2nd quarter getting going. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, we've seen them really get out and establish an offensive rhythm.
And they're finding ways to score, playing well and getting good offense.
Here's Minnesota. Pass to Turner. Burrell. Caldwell. Covered by Ionescu. Turner with the ball. She's against Gustafson. A nice shot there by Caldwell. And now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see her come out of the game.
Yeah, and from the look of her face, she's in a lot of pain.
Clearly, and it looks like she's coming out of the game to get it checked out.
And the Liberty making a change here.
Number 6, Ryan Howard.
To the middle. Zandalasini. Gustafson using the post moves to get the 2 points.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Now Johannes. Pass to Caldwell. Jones. The 3. Burrell, no good.
He had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Outside Howard. Beyond the arc. Minnesota grabs the miss.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Here's Johannes. That three off the mark. Now here's Aleman. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Gustafson gets the bucket.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
The Lynx trailing. Pass to Caldwell. Turner. To the inside. A nice shot there by Caldwell.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's New York's ball. Outside Howard. Harrison, guarded by Jones. Back to Howard. Launches a three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Minnesota calls a timeout. Pass to Caldwell. Burrell. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. New York leading. Outside Howard. Alema. Back to Howard. Pass to Harrison. Outside Howard. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Zandalicini. Puts up a three. And there's the whistle. It goes on Gustafson. That's her first foul. And the Lynx making a change here.
On the court.
Here's Vandersloot. 6 points for her. Jones outside. The pick by Jones. Here's Burrell. Guarded by Howard. Pass to Fagbenle. Just 5 to shoot. She can't get that one. Honshu with some nice defense. To the paint. Howard inside. With the second effort, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
First personal foul.
Good body control from Howard right there. She's really good at putting defenders in awkward positions.
This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, Ryan Howard has got a good sense for finding her shots, and she is always ready to attack, which means the defense essentially has to watch her at all times.
Second free throw, no good. Here's Minnesota, trailing by 4. They set a pick. Jones outside. And the shot goes in.
A tough customer. Jones almost invites contact around the rim.
Now here's Aleman. Vandersloot defending. And that one's good. On.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
So the Lynx now. Pass to Jones. Burrell. Here's Vandersloot. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
And here is Aleman, looking for her first basket still in this one. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Now Johannes. Pass to Burrell. And here's Fagbenle. Now Johannes. Jones, defended by Harrison. Courtney Vandersloot's got room. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
What a find by Jones. Some high IQ basketball.
Outside Howard. Pass to Hahn. Fires for three. Johannes with the rebound. Here's Minnesota. Vandersloot outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up the three. Can't find the target. That makes her 3 for 5.
Well, after hitting those 2 3 balls in the first quarter, it looks like she's cooled down a bit here in the second.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
Isabel Harrison. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
When we talk about Isabel Harrison, she's a player who buys into her role, a talented forward who plays to her strengths.
So she makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. What you love about Brianna Jones, she's an old school center.
Well, she's not trying to stretch the floor, rarely takes threes. Jones rebounds, protects the paint, and shoots a very high percentage. She shows there's serious value in that type of role still.
Now here is Hayes. She's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Howard drills it from outside.
And Howard continues to deliver on the offensive end. The defense is lost. They don't know what to do.
The Lynx trailing. Vandersloot with it. She's got 8. Pass to Agumake. Down low. For the bucket. She's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
Offensively, she can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
Now here is Hayes. Howard, that's good.
I love Howard's decision-making offensively, especially off the catch right there.
And here are the Lynx now. Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Fagbenle. Barrington. There's the 3, and she's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, you might not think of her as a true ace from 3-point range, but the shot was there for her.
Now Harrison. Stevens. Outside Howard. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And Jones pulls it down. And here are the Lynx now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Fagbenle. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Here's Howard. She's got 18. Timeout called the Liberty. And when it comes to San Diego native Dejanay Carrington, the word you hear a lot when her teammates describe her is effort.
You're not going to find too many players who work harder than she does. Whether it's on defense or in the offseason or in practice, she is always trying to improve.
Now here is Stevens. And that one's good. On.
Now that is how you space the floor. Hanju understands the value of long-range shooting.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's guarded by Hayes. Pass to Ogumake.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Over Howard. Ogumake can't hit.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
Hayes with it. Outside Howard. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. And again, it's New York with a 3.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Ogumake. Over Stevens. Shot's good by Ogumake.
Well, a hot start from long range for them, but they've gotten away from shooting the 3.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. If you've gone open and look for deep, fire it up. You have my permission.
And that one's good.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here's Vandersloot. 8 points for her. Harrington to the paint. Ogumake. She's guarded by Stevens. They get it back. Pass to Carrington. Up top, Vandersloot. She's guarded by Hayes. That one goes. Count it.
Well, Vandersloot is just fearless, getting past the inside contact and getting to her finish.
Now here's Hahn. And here's Zandalicini. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there. Six to shoot. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Liberty out in front, up by 8. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And now the third quarter about to get going again. You know, Howard has just been exceptional here, fellas.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
Now Carrington. Great D that time from Tiffany Hayes. New York in the lead. Howard with the ball. Passed Aleman. Back to Howard. On a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Howard can't get it to go.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Here's Carrington. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It goes on Tiffany Hayes.
Well, the defense is right there, but Carrington does not hold back. And that commitment is what gets her the foul.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and one of the buzzwords that you hear about Carrington is aggression. She brings a very aggressive mindset to every time she steps on the floor.
And she can't hit the second. And so it's New York with it. They lead by 7. Han uses the glass to finish the layup.
The long strides of Han Shu. Nice job using her length to score on the drive.
Vandersloot outside. Picked by Jones. Pass to Carrington. Here's Ogumake. Guarded by Howard. Shot from 6. Rebound New York. Outside Hayes. Right side Stevens. On the wing, Ryan Howard. There's a screen by Stevens. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Now the Lynx with it. They trail by 9 points. Now here's Carrington. She's got 6. Vandersloot. Pass to Carrington. Pulls up.
First personal foul.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
From the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Minnesota calls a timeout. Vandersloot right side. Alleman with the steal. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Alleman. Defense is right there. For 3, Ryan Howard. Rebound by the Lynx.
She's really slowed down here in the second half. Hasn't converted a three-pointer yet after that tremendous first half.
Here's Jones. Here's Fagenle. And the Lynx miss again.
3 straight misses here to start the second half. Is that good?
Now here's Alleman. Vandersloot defending. Alleman shot is off. So the Lynx now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Vandersloot with it. Stevens covering. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Timeout called the Liberty.
Timeout.
Start it.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Hahn. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
And here are the Lynx now. It's a 10-point game. Now here's Vandersloot. She's guarded by Alaman. Jones outside. Ogumake. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
With a strong offensive identity and the perfect will to win, Ogumake is simply the total package.
Pass to Hahn. Now Hayes. Now Stevens. Guarded by Jones. And it's good. Fought through the contact. Hit the shot. And she'll go to the line. On the night, she's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Desiree Stevens.
And here are the Lynx now. They trail by 11. Pass to Ogumake. Jones. Back to Ogumake. Hahn grabs the miss. Here's Hayes. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Howard. Back to Stevens. 6 on the shot clock. Neko Ogumake with the rebound. Now here's Vandersloot. She's guarded by Alaman. Out to Ogumake. Pass to Johannes. And here's Vegbenle. She's covered by Hahn. Here's Ogumake. That's a basket. It's her 8th from the field. 8 for 14 on the night.
I think Ogumake is just outplaying the defense. Even with the contact, she finds the finish inside.
Stevens with it. Pass to Howard. Liberty keep it alive. For 3, Tiffany Hayes connects from 3-point range.
Well, with such a detailed offensive skill set, Hayes gives defenders a ton of different looks.
Ogumake with the ball, guarded by Howard. And here's Vegbenle. She's got 5. Pass to Ogumake. Over Howard. Another one falls for Minnesota.
She's been a real positive factor. Though, as a team, they're still falling a bit short there.
Outside Stevens. Howard. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Hahn. Vegbenle with the rebound. Here's Johannes. She's guarded by Hayes. It's good.
That's some serious grit from Brianna Jones. Never stopped working down low.
New York in the lead. Now Alaman. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Hayes. Alaman with it. There's a screen by Stevens. Out of bounds. It'll be Lynx ball.
The ball goes to Minnesota. Substitution on
Now here's Vandersloot. 10 points for her. Aleman with the steal. In transition, here come the Liberty. Here's Howard. And she lays it straight in.
Yeah, I think Howard was the right option there on the fast break because she is a gifted scorer who is no stranger to strong finishes.
Vandersloot. She's guarded by Aleman. Vandersloot outside. And stolen by Hayes.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
Second team
Unlike
foul.
most guards, Hayes operates a lot inside, makes her difficult to track.
First trip to the line for her here. And she knocks down the first one. And the Lynx making a change here. So she gets them both. Here's Johannes. Pass to Burrell. Here's Turner. Another shot. And down it goes. 2 points.
Flexing her physical attributes to complete the basket through contact. That's a heads-up play from Turner.
Now Zondalicini. And here's Hayes. Five on the clock. Harrison. Fires from deep. And it's Hayes missing.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
And it's Agumake missing. Now here's Howard. Defense right on her. Count that bucket.
She has really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
Pass to Caldwell. Burrell. Now here's Turner. Covered by Gustafson. It's stolen by Howard. And here comes the break. Here's Harrison. Misses from short range. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Agumake. Covered by Gustafson. And here's Johannes. And here's Snecka from the arc. Zondalicini pulls it in. Outside Hayes. And no good trying to get that one. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Liberty. They lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. And so it's New York with it. Pass to Zondalicini. Now Gustafson. Now here's Harrison. Just 5 to shoot. Aleman. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Johannes. She's guarded by Aleman. Jones left side. Up up and in on the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's Alaman. Tight defense on her. Picked her clean. And now the Lynx fast break. Here's Johannes. She gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit lead.
That's deflating for a team. Coughing the ball up, then having it turn into immediate points at the other end.
Yeah, that just feels like giving up 2 buckets.
Outside Howard. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Another 3. And the D hoping they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half.
Pass to Caldwell. Here's Burrell. Johannes. She's guarded by Alaman. Jones outside. Shot clock at 5. Over Harrison. Jones, no good. And it's New York's ball. Up top, Alaman. Pass to Zandalasini. And here's Gustafson. To the middle. Howard. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the 4th quarter. Johannes' shot is off. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Here's Howard. And good, as it snugs right down through the net.
That's a great shot from Howard. She's out here to score as much as possible.
Now Johannes. Pass to Burrell. Now here's Jones. Over Harrison. And the Lynx miss again. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Here's Gustafson, defended by Turner. Gustafson down low. Off with the layup. Outside Howard. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Gustafson. To the inside. That's good, and it's Ryan Howard with the assist.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Pass to Johannes. To the left side wing. Caldwell. Guarded by Howard. Here's Caldwell. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Zandalasini. And here is Alaman. Pass to Howard. No one near her. And it's New York with another.
That's her MO. Sometimes she can score more points by herself than the rest of the team combined.
And here's Johannes. Now Caldwell. Guarded by Howard. Now Burrell. And here's Johannes. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Alaman. Knocked loose.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game.
Yeah, keep your composure.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both. impeccable from the line since halftime.
They've yet to miss, so yeah, you really can't do any better.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's guarded by Aleman. Basket good.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Outside Howard. Past Aleman. And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
On. Howard, guarded by Howard. And now the Lynx fast break. Here's Ogumake. She gets that one.
Energy is never a question with Ogumake. When she sees an open court to attack, she attacks.
Now here's Aleman. Guarded closely. Left side, Stevens. Outside, Howard. Over Ogumake. New York, no good that time either.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Pass to Vandersloot. Now here's Carrington. And here's Ogumake. She's guarded by Hayes. Ogumake misses. And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Stevens with it, working on Jones. Here's Howard. Past Aleman. Hayes with it. Aleman. Stevens the screen. Trying to get back on track. Aleman shot is off. And here are the Lynx now. Inside, here's Carrington. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, the inside defense tries to put the clamps on Carrington, but she makes a clever move and gets through.
Timeout called the Liberty. Fast break. Rebound New York. 22 was their biggest lead. Aleman with it. Pass to Stevens. Here's Howard. Clock at 6. Hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And they're getting that lead way up there by now. It should be easy for them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and at this late stage of a game, a lead like that has a team feeling awfully good.
And the other one bad.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. Turner, covered by Gustafson. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
Well, in 2023, we saw the WNBA expand their schedule to 40 games. How did you like that move, Brian?
I think it's a great thing. None of us are complaining about more basketball.
Oh, I'm in total agreement. I always want more basketball because that's more fun. And we get to watch this great league more. And, you know, the great thing is it's allowed the fans in the league to get more chances to see stars come to their hometowns. I think it's been a great improvement.
Here's Caldwell. There's a screen by Clark. Down low. It's stolen by Harrison. Pass is on Delasini. Martin. And here is Howard. 5 on the clock. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Lynx. And here's Johannes. Delasini pulls it in. Now here's Howard. Pass is on Delasini. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Back to Howard. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now Johannes. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.